Hey guys, today I'll be doing a tier list on the Gacha games that I play, and the Gacha games that I dropped, and the games that I will play or won't play in the future. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to make. So this is these type of videos. I'm gonna make these type of videos every month just to give you guys an update on what I'm playing, and what will be playing on the future, and to just give my thoughts on the games that I'm playing and the games that I will play on the future in the future. So yeah, I'll be making these type of videos monthly, and yeah. So here we go. So my first game, Where Winds Meet. I When I looked at this game, I wasn't really much interested in it, um, because you know I'm I don't really I'm not really big into the Dark Souls kind of games. Um, so yeah, and the aesthetic, I didn't like the aesthetic. I'm more into the anime aesthetic kind of thing. So yeah, it was just not for me. So I didn't even touch this game. So I saw videos of it. It looked cool, I guess, but it's just not my thing because it's not really anime. So next game, Master Duel. I don't know. This game I didn't drop. I'm not gonna drop it, nor am I close to dropping it. But oops. But I don't know. I think I'll put it in A tier. I'm a really big Yu-Gi-Oh guy, so I think I'm gonna have to put the Yu-Gi-Oh games higher up. So yeah, so I think I'll put it in A tier for now. I really enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel, and if you saw my last video, really regret not getting the rewards that were that were given out while I was just not playing the game. So I like, if you didn't watch the last video, I just didn't play the game at all for like 2 years because I had some life situations that came up, and I just couldn't play it, unfortunately. And unfortunately, I missed a lot of rewards, a lot of dual fields, and dual mates, and all that stuff. So, but otherwise, I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh guy. The meta right now is not bad, I guess. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of enjoying it right now. So Pokemon Pocket. I don't know. I'm not really. The thing is, Pokemon Pocket. It's such a. It doesn't take much time to play, so, you know. And to be honest, I'm not really interested in it. I don't really like it that much, but because it doesn't take that much time to play, I can just like I can just do all the dailies and do everything, um, do everything that you can do in one day in like fit 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Like, it doesn't take that long to do. You just open the packs, maybe do one game of PvP, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And sometimes you have the drop events. Like, there's a Latios drop event going on right now. Um, and yeah, so, and then it's not otherwise, if it took me like 30 minutes to do the dailies, I go, oh, I would be dropping this game. I'm gonna drop this game. But because it's just so it's such a good side game, like, it doesn't take much of your time. So I think it's a B tier for me. I don't really enjoy it, but because it doesn't take much time to play, um, you know, I have to give some props to that for that points for that. So I'm gonna put it in B tier. Resident Souls. I remember playing this game, and I dropped it. Um, yeah, I dropped it. I really enjoyed the money making part of it. Going around in your train, and selling stuff, buying stuff. I really like that part of it, but the part that killed it for me was the battling, the combat. It's just like Chaos Zero Nightmare, and the cards, the turn based, and then just that aspect for me. I was already playing Chaos Zero Nightmare and another Chaos Zero Nightmare. Oh man, it was just too much for me. Like, I had to learn all the characters, what they do, if it was just the train part, like buying and selling, I think that would have been great. I would have just kept playing because that was part was pretty unique. It was pretty fun. But the combat part, um, where you had to battle enemies, and there was some separate combat game modes, like that were like weekly or monthly, and it was just like exactly like Chaos Zero Nightmare. And why would I play this game if it's gonna be just like Chaos Zero Nightmare, you know? And like I can ignore that part, but that's also a substantial part of the game. You know, you're gonna be missing out on a lot of rewards if you don't play that game, if you don't play that part. So yeah, I just dropped it. I didn't um I didn't really bother playing too much. And yeah, but if it was just the train part, I would have kept playing it. It would have been like a B tier game for me, but I would have still kept playing it. So Fire Emblem Heroes, I don't even know what's going on anymore. I just stopped playing this game, to be honest. I'm a big Fire Emblem guy too. In addition to being a big Yu-Gi-Oh guy, I just love strategy games. But Fire Emblem Heroes, there's just so many game modes, like, and I got into it really late, and I don't know. Um, it's just there's so many game modes going on. It was just a lot to do, logging in, and I wasn't having fun. And the units are like really powerful. Like for example, Black Knight is really like a broken unit. When I when I was still playing the game, maybe that changed, but um, and there's a lot of banners coming out all the time, you know, and yeah, and I was spending money on it, and I wasn't really having fun, so that added on to it, and it was just not good. Yeah, there was just so many banners coming out, so many, and I didn't even play it for that long. I started, I think, in August, and then I dropped it like I think November or the beginning of December. I don't know if I forget, but yeah, I just dropped this game. I just didn't bother logging in. I canceled my subscription too, so yeah. Stella Sora. Now onto Stella Sora. This game, I really like this game. This game, I think the story is really good. Um, I like the dialogue. I like the dialogue. I like how it's a good side game. Like it doesn't take that long to do the dailies and stuff. It takes like what it's longer than Pokemon Pocket, but it's still a small amount, like 10 minutes. That's not really long. Um, you can do that like really fast. You know, like how it doesn't try to be a main game. It just it's just a side game. And yeah, it's pretty good. The main reason I'm playing it right now is it's keeping me that I'm still playing it is because of the story. I think the story is really good, and the dialogue is good, and yeah. So I think yeah, Stellasaur is really good. It's like that relax, positive gotcha. You know, so other gotchas are like death and dying and like negative and and that's good, but like you know sometimes you need the positive stuff like the laughter and stuff like that. Positivity, and I like it. So yeah, I like how slice of life it is. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's sometimes life is there's some moments in it that's slice of life, and there's still a plot, overarching plot, but some moments that are slice of life moments. I like that. Yeah, and in general it's a pretty positive game, happy game. So yeah, that's what I like about it. Duet Night Abyss, and I don't even know if this is constantly gotcha, but I dropped this game because I don't know, it was just way too grindy. Like I'm the type of person that doesn't mind spending money on a gotcha game. At the end of the day, I want to have fun. I want to have fun, and I don't mind spending money to have fun. Um, pulling the favorite character I want. And spending a couple a couple bucks for that, $10, $20, I don't mind doing that. But do a Night Abyss. Oh man, this game is so grindy, and they made it so like this. They made a skin. They made the gacha. Um, they made a skin gacha. They removed the regular gacha for the characters and they made like the skin acquisition a gacha, and I was like, why would they do that? Why not just remove it entirely and make skins purchasable, and that kind of didn't like sit right with me, to be honest. Like, I just didn't like it. You know, and I didn't get the skin at all while I was playing it. And yes, oh, and the battle pass is not worth it at all. you like you get like one of those the pet things that help that boost your damage or whatever, boost your skills, um, boost your stats or whatever it is. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole reason to get the battle pass. Other than that, there's not much reason. You don't get many. You get only like one one of the things that goes into getting the skin gotcha thing. You know, one of those. Um, yeah, so it's not worth it at all. And plus, I think the skin gotcha uses a different currency. Like they use the premium currency rather than the regular currency, and you're like, no other no other gotcha does that. Not Stellasora, not Master Duel, not Pokemon Pocket. It's just Do It None of Us. You know, why would they do that? you know, it's just a bunch of things coming together that I just didn't like, and yeah, I just dropped it. Yeah, and yeah. So, and the next game, Chaos Zero Nightmare. I'm gonna put this game. It's either A or B. It used to be S, but yeah, I don't. It didn't used to be S. To be honest, it's not the Stegosaurus tier level, but I think I'll put it in B. I think I'll put it in B for now. Yeah. So, Chaos Zero Nightmare. I really like the combat, the game. Um, you know, going into the chaos and building your deck and doing that over and over, trying to build the best deck. And yeah, I think that part is good, great. I enjoyed it a lot. It's just that it takes forever, right? It takes like 1 hour to do a single chaos run, and sometimes that your deck doesn't even end up being that good, And we just had a whole season thing come up. We did that. That happened, and in order to meet the weekly goal, you had to do a chaos, two chaos. No, I mean no, not two, four chaos runs in a single week, and that's 4 hours, like, and in a single chaos run takes a little more than an hour to do. It's like more than 4 hours, 5, maybe 6 hours. You know, that's a lot. And that's mainly the reason that's bogging it down for me. I don't really look at the story because I'm not. I really don't like dark stories, to be honest. I like the fun stories like Stegosaurus, you know. But I am not I'm not saying that the combat is bad. I'm saying the combat is amazing. The game is amazing. Itself amazing. The story I don't really care about, and I like the art. And I heard that the some of the art they use is AI generator, which is not good. But yeah, those are the main reasons that are putting it down for me. I don't think I'm gonna drop it. I don't think I'm close to dropping it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going with it. Arknights Enfield. I'm gonna play this game. Yeah, I'm gonna check this game out. Um, yeah, so Arknight's Enfield. I've okay, yeah, sorry for the cut. Something just happened. You know, there's an interruption. So, um, so as I was saying, Arknight's Enfield. I have seen gameplay videos. You know, it didn't come out yet, but you know, they throw the videos on YouTube. I've seen those, and to be honest, I wasn't that impressed. You know, it looked kind of like Genshin. I like. I thought it was interesting how the background, how the world was like real life, and the characters were anime. Like I thought that was pretty interesting. How they did that. The combat, you know, I wasn't. It didn't impress me too much. You know, it was just a basic combat. You know, but you know, I think there was a game mode that was interesting, where you build a factory or something. Is that like that? I don't really. I have to look into it. Um, you know, I like going in blind, but that's what I have seen so far, and that game mode seems pretty interesting. Seems that's like one unique thing it has compared to other games like it, like Wuwa or Wuthering Waves, and Genshin Impact, and yeah, other open world games. But yeah, I don't play Wuwa. Um, I wish I did. I got a, I got into the gacha scene really late, so I didn't get a chance to play it, and I don't want to play it now because you know it sucks because I'm like so behind, and you know I like to play a game when it comes out, and you know just play it as the updates come out, you know, as new features get added in, you know, so I can adjust slowly to the game. But you know, about probably Wuwa probably release a bunch of updates. They have released a bunch of updates and a bunch of features, dumped a bunch of features in the game, and you know you have to learn that all at once, not as they come out, and you know that's kind of tough. That's tough, and I'd be so overwhelmed doing that, and you know I just get bored of the game, and on top of that, the characters I have missed so many banners, and you know I wouldn't have the characters that I might like, um, and yeah, and some of them are for sure are limited. You know they won't come back, but you know yeah, that's pretty much it for. That's pretty much why I won't play Wuwa or any other gacha game that is old. Um, if you want to see me talk about if you want to hear me talk more about this, watch my previous video. Why you shouldn't why you shouldn't play old gacha games. You know, something like that. You know, but I'll link it in the description. You should take a look at that. If you want to hear me talk about it more. But yeah, so Arknights, I thought it was interesting. I will play it. I like the waifus, and I like how they look, if you know what I mean. Yeah, but yeah, so I will play Arknights Enfield. P5X. Okay, so let's see here. P5X. I enjoy P5X. I enjoy the difficulty. I think A is a fair tier for it. Um, One thing I enjoy about P5X is, like I said, the difficulty. The difficulty is great. Like it's a Shin Megami Tensei game. Like those games, Nocturne. Like Nocturne is like crazy difficult. Like especially the beginning parts of the game where you face the what's it called, the Matador. Yeah, that was really hard battle, but P5X can get really hard, especially the level 30 bosses in the events. You know, those can get really hard. You know, where you get the highest tier badge, for the highest tier badge, where you have to fight the boss for the highest tier badge. You know, those are pretty hard. And yeah, I spend quite a bit in this game. I spend like probably $100 per month, a month at least, at least. Yeah, so P5X, I enjoy it. One thing that holds it back from being S tier is um is the fact that I just I'm a little like, so on the look of the waifus. You know, that's a big deal for me. Waifus have to be like my type. If they want to be S tier, that's a big thing. Differentiate, holding it back from being S tier. Like the Cellsora, I like how they look, but P5X, there's something, there's something about them. Um, I just don't like how they look. That's one thing that's holding it back. Um, and another holding it back is the metaverse, the castles, the palaces. Oh my gosh, those things are so long, like so long. The last one, Katayama's, and it's not even over yet. It took me forever to finish, and it was I didn't have a fun time doing that. But and they keep making these things longer, like, oh man, it's gonna, like, I have to slog through them. Have to make a plan. Okay, to, so I don't get bored of this game. So okay, so one day I'll do one floor of the palace. Okay, one floor, even one floor is a lot. One floor is a whole, like, I don't know, it's like a whole Breath of the Wild map. Like, it's that big. It's so big. It's like overwhelming to try to do it in one day. So you have to like do like a quarter of it in one day or something. But yeah, that's my biggest gripe of the game, even more than the waifus. It's the freaking palace. The sheer size of the palaces. It's too big. It's too big. It takes me too long to do it, and sometimes, like how it's happening now. Sometimes there are missions alongside, limited time missions alongside the release of a new part of the palace, and you have to finish the palaces or you miss out on those missions. You have to finish the palace or you miss out on those mission rewards, and yeah, so like you kind of have to get on that. You can't just procrastinate. You have to do it. So yeah, that's like my biggest gripe of this game. Duel Links, I think I will put this in B tier. Like I said, I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh guy, which is why I'm playing 2 Yu-Gi-Oh games. I just like Yu-Gi-Oh. I've said like this since I was little. Probably like many of you, but many are turned off by the meta. But I like it. I like it. I like how complex it is. I just really want to learn something complex and get good at it. That's kind of how I am. But Duel Links, it's kind of grindy. You have to unlocking the characters. You don't have to do that, but it's good if you do that. You get gems, stuff like that. It's good if you do that. So unlocking the characters is grindy, and I don't mind the dailies that much. But yeah, you have to go into rank. Sometimes I don't enjoy that because I face some really tough opponents, and that sucks. And yeah, so yeah, what else? What else? What else? Uh, yeah, it's just really grindy, to be honest. That's like the biggest complaint I have with this game. It's just really grindy. Um, to clear the whole worlds, all the worlds, it takes a while, like 20 minutes probably. Um, yeah, so that it takes me 20 minutes to complete face against every legendary duelist of each world that pops up in your screen. Like, you don't log in for a while. Slowly, like, they accumulate, for each world, if you know what I mean. So it takes me a while to do that. And that's part of it. That's part of the grind. And yeah, so, and the cards. Sometimes you have to face, if you want the certain card from a legendary duelist, you have to face them countless times because it's random. You know, you're not guaranteed to get the card for a certain time. So that's a bad thing about it. And yeah, so I think B tier is a good tier for it. A Master Duel is not like that at all. You can just do the you can make a self TK deck self FTK deck where you just kill yourself in a duel in the first turn or second turn. You quickly do it to get the gems. But yeah, you can make that kind of deck to quickly complete your dailies, and yeah, so it's not nearly as time consuming as Duel Links. So I hope they fix that in the future though for Duel Links. So that's why it's an A tier above Duel Links, and plus it's the way to play the game. So yeah, and yeah. So next we have Blue Archive. Blue Archive, I dropped this game. I started this game late. It's the 4th-year anniversary, I think. It's past the 4th-year anniversary, but yeah, I started playing this game. What's August, July, September? I don't really know exactly when I started playing it, but I started playing it then, and right after that, I was overwhelmed because holy crap, did I miss out on so much, and I couldn't, and there were events that that happen. I couldn't do any. I was able to do like the first 3 stages, first 4 initial stages, and the later stages I couldn't do because you need to be sensei level 90 or 95, or I think the max is 90, but 80, 90, high level, and I was like only like sensei level 40, and since I dropped this game November or December, I don't remember, but I think it was either November or early December, but I dropped this game, and yeah, so I was skipping through the story, I was just mainly interested in the design of the character, how the characters looked, and that was mainly the main appeal for me in playing this game. But I was skipping through the story, and one day I thought to myself while playing this game, why am I even playing this game? You know, and like there are a bunch of game modes, and sometimes a game mode comes that I just don't like. I forgot what it's called, but you have to face a boss. I'm not being specific, but like I don't know how to explain it, but there's a game mode like the drill something. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but I just didn't like. I wasn't a fan of that game mode, and I didn't enjoy doing the dailies. I didn't get any enjoyment out of doing the dailies, and I just kept on being. I just kept the fact that I missed out on so much. It just kept on coming back to me, and I was like, okay, it's time. I should just look forward and try and play new gacha games rather than go back to the old ones, the ones that I missed out on. So yeah, and if you want to hear me talk about it more, watch my previous video. I'll link it in the description. But yeah. So moving on, lastly we have Star Savior, and I will play this game. Star Savior. I looked at the gameplay. It looked just like HSR, which I regret not playing, and I will not play that game because it's been a few years. It's been like 2 years since it came out, but I will not play that game because I missed out on so much. But Star Savior looks just like HSR, so, and it's a turn-based game just like P5X, and it looked interesting. I liked the effects, the look of the game. There were a bunch of things happening in the combat, that I liked. It was very dynamic. Like it was not like P5X. Like P5X is not very dynamic. There's not like a lot of stuff happening in the screen as you fight the boss. But in Star Savior there was a lot of stuff happening. It's a very flashy game. Like, so, and it was really interesting. It piqued my interest. So I will try it out. One thing I don't like about it is the waifu look. I don't know. I just don't like how she looks like this character. I don't know. Something about it. I just don't like the design. Um, and yeah, I don't like the other designs. So hopefully they'll work on that and make the game look better. But I heard, that it's weird how they didn't release the games worldwide. Like they released in Korea, China, Japan, but not in global. What about the rest of the world? I thought that was pretty weird, and it's something that I think shouldn't happen in 2026. It's already 2026. Like these things should not happen. It should be worldwide release. You know, we have AI, and I know AI is not good, and I agree with you. And I agree that AI is not good, but we have AI now. Like, what's the excuse? You can just use AI and say you didn't use AI like at all. You can just do that. It's like, I don't know why they didn't just make it a worldwide release, but yeah, that's my biggest. Those are my downsides on this game. But yeah, that's my tier list, guys. What did you guys think? Let me know what you guys thought of this tier list, and I will make a tier list next month. And Star Savior will hope. I mean, not Star Savior, but Arknight's Enfield will so hopefully be S tier when it comes out. I'm recording this on the 18th, so in 4 days it'll come out. So in 4 days I'll try it out. I'll play for a week and see what I think, and depending on how it is, I'll put it on the February tier list. But I know that I won't drop it. Not until I make that tier list with Arknights in it. So yeah. Just let me guys know what you thought of this video. Leave a comment. Like if you liked, dislike if you disliked. Tell me what I can improve on, what you think of this tier list, whatever. Yeah, and don't forget to share. What else did I didn't say? Subscribe. Smash that subscribe button, like the YouTubers say. Yeah, see you guys in the next videos. Peace.